Hi Libra and happy birthday. Welcome to Sweet Tea Astrology and Tarot. My name is Erica. I'm so glad that you're here. We just got finished with eclipse season and you just had a new moon in your sign. So how are you doing? I hope that you're well. Why don't you sit a spell so we can talk about the stars? So Libra, I just released those new moon videos in your sign for the end of September and the very beginning of October. If you haven't watched that yet, feel free to go back. If you don't know where the eclipses occurred for you, feel free to go back to the September playlist and find out some information there. I hope that it's helpful and valuable to you. Now, what I'm going to do in this video is discuss where the planets are, because I haven't done that in a while, and talk about a couple of shifts that will be going on. Also going to talk about the week after the full moon because of something that has been brought to my attention. So, let's talk about it. On October the 1st, the sun will be in your first house because it's Libra season right now. Mercury will be in the 12th. Venus will be in your second house. Mars is in the 4th. Jupiter is also in the first house. Saturn is in the 3rd. Uranus is in the 7th. Neptune is in the 6th. And Pluto is in the 4th. On October the 8th, I'm sorry, that was a Freudian slip. On October the 8th, Mercury, the planet of thought, movement, and communication, moves into your first house. And that's the house of yourself, your body, your personality. It is the physical embodiment of who you are and how the world sees you. Now, on the 16th of the month, we will be experiencing a 23-degree Aries full moon. And the Sabian symbol for this full moon reads, blown inward by the wind, the curtains of an open window take the shape of a cornucopia. A cornucopia is also called a horn of plenty, which represents prosperity and abundance and having the things that you need to sustain yourself. When I meditated on the Sabian symbol, I thought of two specific things. The first being a situation that is very shocking or surprising that makes you go inward and reflect, and you'll find that all of the resources that you need to combat the situation you have within you already to sustain you throughout whatever it is that comes up. The second thing is a situation that is so shocking and so surprising externally that it literally feels like it knocks you over. And after that period of shock and surprise, a gift, a bounty, abundance, or prosperity will be coming to you. Those are the two things that I thought of when I meditated on that. Now, this full moon will be occurring in your 7th house. The 7th house is ruled by you, Libra, the house of partnerships and how you identify who you are in relationship with other people. It's also the house of counseling and open enemies. Open enemies are who you would testify against in a court of law or people that you know that don't like you. And I also see it as arguing online in an online form to where other people can see what's going on, like argument on Facebook or Twitter or even in the YouTube comments. Pardon me. So this full moon energy is going to be playing out in different areas of your chart. The moon's going to be in the 7th house. That's partnerships and relationships. Mars and Pluto are going to be conjunct. And that is in the 4th house, and that's ruled by Cancer, and that deals with home and family. Home is where you live or where you consider home to be. Family is your mother or your father, people you consider to be like parents, or people that you share your home with, like your spouse, your children, your fur babies, or roommates. And if none of that is resonant, then think about your foundation or your roots. It'll make sense somewhere in there for you. The sun is also in your 1st house, so this is something that's going to be personal to you. Forewarned is forearmed, Libra, and I'm glad that I could bring these messages to you. What I'm going to do now is also speak about this October surprise. The week of October 17th through the 23rd, there will be a powerful conjunction between Mars and Pluto. That conjunction's going on all month, but I think that the full moon is going to trigger this week, and what goes on during this week is going to be set off by the full moon's energy. a very seasoned astrologer that I follow on YouTube named Steve Judd has issued a heads up for this period of time. And if it's important enough for him to issue that heads up, I want to pass it along to you as well. So go ahead and mark it down in your calendars and breathe, baby, breathe, baby, breathe. It's the best I can tell you to do. If you want to, or if you are so inclined, I believe that working out would help to navigate some of that Mars energy for a positive utilization of that energy, as opposed to letting it brood and fester into more of an aggressive type energy, which is something you don't want. And I have absolutely no idea why I'm yawning right now. So pardon me. What I'm going to do is hit the pause button, shuffle and meditate over my cards, and ask for the general messages for my Libra viewers, and I'll be right back, y'all. Hang tight. Hey Libra, I'm back with the cards. I've been shuffling and meditating, asking for the general messages for my Libra viewers. Now's a good time for me to remind you to check your sun, moon, and rising sign, not only for the astrology, but also for the possible messages that the tarot and the oracle cards could bring to you. Cut. Alright, y'all. I'm going to take the underlying theme, or the underlying card for the underlying theme or the overarching energy, the bottom card, and top three for clarity. Alright. Now I'm going to pull from the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck by Elena Fairchild. The artwork is by Autumn Sky Morrison. The other deck that I'm going to be pulling from is the Stacey DeMarco Halloween Oracle deck. Trying to be a little festive. Trying. We'll see. Okay. There's one. I'll take the bottom for the other. And the Halloween Oracle deck for my Libra friends for this October. And the bottom card from this deck. What y'all think? Alright, Libra, I'm going to clear my space, flip these cards, do the math, and I'll be right back. Hang tight, y'all. Hey, Libra, how are you? I'm back. I don't know what I was trying to say there. Sorry. Verbal diarrhea of the mouth for a minute. Forgive me. Alright, so I'm back. Let's get this reading started. The underlying theme or the overarching energy of this read is the Chariot. It is the 7th card of the Major Arcana. The 7 represents your house, Libra. That is partnerships and relationships and how you identify who you are through your relationships and partnerships. It also governs open enemies and counseling. The Chariot is a Major Arcana card. It represents many different things. I think of Cancer sometimes because I see these like crescent moons in the shoulder pads. But I also think of duplicitous signs of like Libra, being you, Gemini, and Pisces, where there's two sides to the signs. The Chariot traditionally means like well, it means tradition, because Cancer is about tradition. But for me, the Chariot also represents movement and your car, even possibly getting from point A to point B. And you're having this full moon in the 7th house, so be careful driving. I don't know why, but I see that as an ambulance symbol. Just be careful driving. All of your cards are in the upright, so I don't see it being a bad time. But just be careful nonetheless. Full moons are crazy energy. That's what I mean. The term lunatic comes from lunar. So, but the Chariot is the underlying theme or the overarching energy. You may be dealing with a Cancer. You may be dealing with traveling. You may be hearing about needing to come home because of a Cancer, or needing to go back to where you consider home to be because of somebody who represents Cancerian energy in your world, or somebody who's of the duplicitous signs, like I said, Pisces, Libra, or Gemini. And like I said, that full moon is occurring in the 7th house, so that's pretty strong as well. The first card that you got in your top 3 for clarity, I'm sorry, I'm trying to fix my bangle, it's trying to fall off my wrist. Okay, is the 6 of Cups. The 6 represents the Virgo-ruled house of work and health and competency and skills that you bring to the services that you provide. The Cups represent water sign energy. This could be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Cancer has come up a lot in this reading, just very, very short time that I've been speaking. A lot of Cancer been said, so this could be dealing with somebody of the Cancerian persuasion. This card represents the karma card in many ways. It's also like a happy childhood, looking back fondly on the memories that you have, possibly with a sibling or cousin, something of that variety. I also see this as sharing without the sharing without a care, not having to worry about, do I have enough to share? You know you have enough, and then some. The Cups also represent things that fill you up, make you whole, and sustain you. And can't help but look at these little cups and think of the cornucopia or horn of plenty from the Sabian symbology. Here we go. This is you, Libra. This is a Libra card. This is Justice. That's right. Justice is the 11th card in the major arcana. The 11th card is, or the 11th card, the 11th house is ruled by Aquarius, and that is your friendships, your, that can be online or in real life. It can be the groups, memberships, and associations that you may take part of. It also, it governs your future wishes, goals, and dreams. When I think of the 11th house, I think of bucket list energy. The Justice card as a major arcana, like I said, represents you, Libra. It also represents balance because of the scales right here, the scales of justice. This is a reward for one's efforts. If you want to reduce 11 down to 2, then that's the 2nd house of Taurus, and that's values, possessions, earning ability, and self-esteem. That's your money as well. So, you might be hearing about a lawsuit where you're getting money for a settlement. That'd be pretty cool. The final card in the top 3 for clarity that you got is the Wish card. This is traditionally seen as the Wish card by many readers. I see it as being fat, happy, and sassy about it. This is the 9 of Cups. The 9 represents the Sagittarius-ruled house of higher education, long-distance trips, adventures, and questing, foreign people, foreign places, foreign things. It could be that you're getting news about a possible trip, because the Chariot is movement. Karmic time. You're starting out the end of the beginning of the month with Mercury in the 12th house, and that's the house of karma. You could be receiving rewards from karma past. Good karma in the past. That's awesome. Okay. I did the math on this spread, and we had the Six of Cups. The Chariot is the 7th card. Justice is the 9th card. Or no, is the 11th card, and we've got the 9 of Cups. That totaled up to be 33. 3 plus 3 is 6. That is the Virgo ruled house of health and work and competency and skills that you bring to the services that you provide. So this could be playing out in work where you're getting a raise from all of your hard work, or getting a bonus from all of your hard work, which would be awesome. I hope that's the case for you, Libra. Let's go ahead and look at the oracle cards now. The first card that you got from the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck is Going Beyond Normal. I have a feeling that your intuition is going to be on fire in one way or another, especially around the full moon. This is the 14th card of the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. 1 plus 4 is 5, and that speaks to the Leo-ruled house of your creativity, your creations, your creative endeavors. Anything that you have skin in the game on. It also covers romance, falling in love. It covers your children and your social life and how you seek pleasure. And this says going beyond normal. So, yeah, I think you need to, if your intuition is not popping, you need to follow your intuition. It also indicates that there could be a choice coming up, like a decision point, a fork in the road. And what you need to do is you need to value your passions, value passion, and follow your instincts, that they won't guide you in the wrong place. The second card that you got is Beyond the Mind, the Heart Beats. I can't help but point out to you this little hermit crab in her hair, which is representative and indicative of a lot of the Cancerian energy that I was talking about before. You may want to look up what that spirit animal totem means as well. Something else that I think is super synchronistic, and we'll get to it in just a second, but can you see the spiral of DNA right here? Well, we also have it in the Ancestors card. So family is important to you as well. Family is going to be playing out for you in a major way. You have Mars and Pluto in your 4th house, and that is the house of your home and family. That it's going to be important to you. Beyond the Mind, the Heart Beats is the 21st card of the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. 2 plus 1 is 3, and that speaks to the Gemini-ruled house of communication, short-distance trips, siblings, cousins, and neighbors. The communication, it speaks to your commute. It speaks to how you get from point A to point B, so that would also be your vehicle or your car. It speaks to how you speak and how you are understood and how you understand others. It also covers your technological devices that get your communications out into the world. So gaming devices, phones, internet connections, the whole nine could be interrupted, affected in some way, representative with this energy right here. Beyond the Mind, the Heart Beats. I think that you already instinctively or intuitively know the path that you need to take, what you need to do, or what the truth is in the situation. And once again, you need to let your heart and your passion lead the way. Your even more so with the Going Beyond Normal card, because everybody's passions aren't going to be normal. I also feel like there might be a head and a heart conflict, or a conflict of the head and the heart, depending upon which energy and how it plays out for you specifically. And we all don't have the same rising or moon sign, so it's going to be different for each Libra out there. It's going to be different for each individual sign out there because of our own unique charts. For the Halloween Oracle deck, you got the Ancestors card, and it reads, the love and legacy of our DNA. The Ancestors card, for me, represents that we are a product of our surroundings, but we are also a product of our genetic predispositions and our genetic links. I think this card is also urging you to get in touch with your ancestors. That can be your family, that can be your grandparents, that can be people that you consider to be family, or it can be also indicating that you may want to volunteer at a nursing home or something to that effect, working with people who are older than you, because they truly do have a lot of knowledge, and I'm one of those people that I'm going to be a lifelong student. Even if I'm not in school, I'm going to constantly be learning about something, and astrology is one of those lifelong studies, one of those lifelong pursuits that I do see myself following, because it's just something that you learn something new every day with it, and it's applied to what you've already known. You may be hearing about, you may be hearing about somebody who is coming down ill in your family. If the tarot didn't speak to you for your work, then it could be speaking out in someone else's health in your family, or somebody you would consider to be family. When I see the Ancestors card, I also think about the family ties and how they can bind and gag, but they're still necessary. I mean, our family is, we don't necessarily get to choose them, but there are some people who theorize that we do choose our families. I'm not going to get into that deep discussion right now, but blood is thicker than water, and that's usually the case. So don't forget that. Final card that you got is the Jack-o'-lantern card, and this is a card of protection. It's a card that represents protection because jack-o'-lanterns were used a long time ago for illuminating the path and keeping people safe and on the straight and narrow in the days of old when they would celebrate Halloween. But for me, this card represents boundaries. I just hear boundaries, boundaries, boundaries over and over in my head. Boundaries, they need to be examined, you need to maintain them, and you need to respect them. And you also need to enforce that, you need to demand the respect for your boundaries, but you also need to respect others' boundaries. And also understand people may be trying to get in your lane. You need to make them get out, but you need to stay in your own lane as well. That is what I'm getting for you for this first half of October, my lovely Libras. I hope that you're having a fantastic birthday month. And I'll be around for the second half of October to give you those messages. Hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you already have, I thank you from the very bottom of my very grateful heart. So, take care of yourself. Breathe deeply. Follow your intuition. And let me know what them wishes and dreams are coming out to be, because it looks like you got some good stuff percolating for you overall. If this reading didn't resonate for you, please check out your moon and your rising sign. I'll see y'all closer to the full moon for the rest of the October reading. Take care, y'all, and namaste.